Good day, everybody. It's good to be here. This time is the second time doing a live stream, but today we actually just be testing the AutoOrtho. So we're gonna be taking this flight from Amsterdam down to Zurich. At the moment, I have the time just about an hour behind. Just so that we can get to see a little bit more of the AutoOrtho in the evening. But all of this is just gonna be testing my system, testing everything, just to see how it all behaves. I have I've already put up videos in terms of the setup and how I got it all to work, so you can check my YouTube channel, check the Carefly channel, and you will see setup there, as well as I know there's in the community there's issues such as the SAM free and AutoOrtho. So I had to get that fixed, which I did. So at the moment I just setting up everything. The aircraft is here in the background, as you can see. Yeah, so I'm just getting everything prepared. I am a bit late on this stream, but I'll be looking to try to get going just now shortly. I'm just getting the online network and see how it all performs with the online network. I know it's a little bit laggy at the moment, and but it's, like I said, this is all just going to be testing, making sure everything is all running. I did a little test last night, but I was offline. So far, everything seems to be running just okay. I like this new streaming software, the AutoOrtho, and it really looks nice. The whole stream and stuff. I know with this latest version now, the 0.7.2, and you can stream, you can get the offers without actually having the program running. But at the moment I have it running because I haven't really cached all of this data yet, so I'm just doing pretty much everything at the moment. Okay, so we're gonna head into the, I'm just gonna send a message. Okay, and let me see. Okay, all right, so yeah, so just making sure that everything is all set and running, and let me see. Okay, so I think I got that fixed, and everything else seems to be running smoothly at the moment. But I'm just testing the performance, see how everything gets. I'm logging in onto the online network. Today we're Swiss 725, and the A20N, which is the Neo today. So we're using the Pratt & Whitney actually engines today. So that's gonna be nice. All right, so we getting online now. Connect. All right. So I'm just looking at the performance and stuff like that. So, you wouldn't see it on your screen, but I'm just checking everything, make sure that everything is up and running and working properly. Yes. Okay, so let me see. All right. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything here. And so far it seems to be operating just normal, but a little bit of well, a bit of lag, well, quite a lot of lagging at the moment, since I'm using the pairwise scenery. As you can see, a bit lagging, so I have to get that sorted out. But this airport always seems to be this Aerosoft airport from I think it's Aerosoft. See, it always seems to be lagging, as you can see here. Oh, and not sure what just happened here. Let me see if it's a time. Was it a timestamp? No, it wasn't. Yeah, the weather just changed. Okay, so I think you can see in the background here some aircrafts here, and yeah. So I'm using the Aerosoft Amsterdam at the moment. Is it Aerosoft Amsterdam? Yes, it is Aerosoft Amsterdam. For my system, it doesn't seem to be holding up too well. So I have to get all of that sorted out. I can take out the labels. I'll just go to the Xswift bus, because I'm using Xswift today, and we're gonna put a head label, so y'all shouldn't see any more labels. Okay, so we're gonna get back to the aircraft, and I realize once you turn it away, then you have a little bit more FPS. But here is the aircraft in all its glory. I do apologize for the lagging and stuff, but yeah, we're just testing everything, making sure that we can seeing how the performance of everything gets, so I can know what to upgrade to and stuff like that, what section. So I'm just looking at the performance monitors in the back, just to have an idea as to what's happening. Okay, so we're gonna head back into the cockpit. Right, so we're into the cockpit now, and we're gonna try to get at the moment we don't have any ADC, but I'm just gonna get this SimBrief flight plan up and running. Okay, so that's all sent. Okay, so we have everything all sent, so I'm just gonna get everything sorted out. But firstly, let's go to where I have, I said I do apologize for the lagging. It's just testing all the softwares that I have running, especially the AutoOrtho, which is streaming in the background. Okay, so we Amsterdam to Zurich, which is today, and we have today cost index 45 is Swiss 725 today, going down to Zurich, and as you see the time is 16:45, but it's gone past that because I have it a little bit behind. So we're going flight level 350 today, short flight of just an hour and 7 minutes today, and we're gonna get the fuel sorted out. So it's 5139. So to do that, you just go down here and into mech, and you change the fuel. So at the moment I have 7,000, which I think I'll just leave. I'll leave that. So I'll just adjust the weights in the output, the final weight. Okay, so the zero fuel weight today is 58.6. So we have passengers of, let me see, how much passengers do we have? Okay, so I have 144 passengers today. So as you see, when it turns around here, then it's not really lagging, because what happens is that the airport is a bit buggy. So I have to get that sorted out. 144 passengers, 234. So you're gonna load and load. Okay. So because the aircraft is on, we're gonna put nav lights on, I'm gonna start the IRS1, AD IRS2, and then IRS3. So that's all set. So we're gonna go to the, okay, so we have the active database. I'm gonna go to init. You're gonna press init request. Oh, it says invalid flight plan. I think we have to uplink this flight plan. So go AOC menu. So let's see if we flight plan data link in progress. Okay, so I think now we have the flight plan. Here we go. Amsterdam, Zurich, and we see cost index, flight level. Everything is all inside of here. So we're gonna press confirm to confirm the IRSs, which going to take about 7 minutes. We'll get the wind, we'll link the wind a little later. So for the flight, let me see. Anybody saying anything here? Okay. All right, so right, so let me see. At the moment, hey, all right, hi Sarah. Okay, so hey, okay, so just saw uh Sarah. She just checking in, making sure that everything goes well with this flight. So I have the overlay today, which is I got from the Fly Live Studios. So yeah, I'm just testing everything, making sure everything running properly. Okay, so at the moment, so I'm gonna get the rest of the flight. So at the moment, we don't have any ADC at the moment. It's just London controls, which is there, which you would not see in the background, but it's there. If you guys want to see what I'm doing in the background, then you can let me know, so that I can interact. But like I said, I'm just testing all of this just to see how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna open this screen because I want to get the Avitav. Oh, see, once I'm turning towards the airport, it's gonna be a bit laggy. So just bear with me. Like I said, I'm looking at the performance as well, and yeah, it is getting a dip in performance at the moment. The temperature seems to be hovering around 64 degrees Celsius. Yeah, only using about, at the moment, I'm using 4 gigabytes of VRAM at the moment. So everything seems everything seems okay, but in terms of the spikes, I'm getting quite a lot of spikes in the usage of the memory, and yeah, the VRAM usage. So it's not always keeping up. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead with the flight. So at the moment, so we're gonna take runway 18 left and render. So that's what it says, and we're gonna do just that. 18 left, render, or down. Where is it? Render 2 echo, and that's set. We're gonna press insert. So when the ND is available, then we're gonna get that. Okay, so since we don't have anybody online today, we're just gonna go all the way up to flight level 350, since that was our final altitude. Let's put a little bit of lights on. Okay, so it says the doors, you see the doors closed and everything. So yeah, I just cannot wait for the AutoOrtho to see how the AutoOrtho gets, and to see how it looks, to be honest. So okay, so we're gonna get the emergency lights on. Let me just put this down for a little bit and try to get up and running so we can get out of here. So far everything seems to be working okay, not too bad at the moment. Okay, so nav and logo lights. Okay, so we keep the seatbelts on. We assume everybody is on board. Well, everybody did, because I put the people on board, and the fuel, so we can put the seatbelts on now. At the moment we can put the APU on. The temperature at the moment in Amsterdam, which I'm using this software Visual XP, which I find is pretty well. It's not too bad. At the moment the temperature is 9 degrees, and that is confirming to be correct, so that's good. QNH 1000, so I'm just gonna put that, adjust this right here. Ooh. 1000. Ooh, too much. 1000. Alright, so that's good. So like I said, I'm using the TOLISS A320NEO, so I'm just in the background. I think y'all can see that, I believe. Yeah, you're supposed to see all of this. So just checking out to make sure that I have the right, but I believe I already have the right. I have everything on auto. So, but we can all check the data and look at the aircraft status, and we'll know which engine that we have, which is the Pratt & Whitney, which is the one that we have for the flight. So that's great. Right, so we have pretty much everything. Okay, so we have 4 more minutes till alignment. I'm gonna press start for the APU, and because it's very cold, which is 9 degrees, so we're gonna try to get the passengers warm. And I'm gonna put, I mean, most times I don't see people tend to look at things like down here. You know, normally you have the heat, yeah, put heaters and all this kind of thing to put up, but I'm just gonna adjust the ND and them first. That's the brightness on them. If you want to put this out, you can put this out if you want. Seats. Okay, so the APU is coming on. At the moment, like I said, there is no ATC, so I'll just change it to 122.8, which is the Unicom frequency for that's Unicom for Vatsim. I know I have the sound running in the background, so if it's a little too loud, then I'll probably on, obviously before I leave the airport, then I would put it down. Alright. Alright, so let me see. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty much almost set. Okay, so the APU is on. Okay, so I know that I make a note of this airport having a bit of issue in terms of FPS and stuff like that, so I'm just I have to fix it, look at what's the bugs that happening in the background so I can get it all fixed. But it seems like every time I look at the terminal, there seems to be an issue. Okay, so we have that on, we have the APU bleed on, so we can put the external power off, and we can contact the ground agents and then tell them to disconnect. Basically disconnect external power. Okay, so let's look at what's happening in the condition. Alright, so it's getting cold, so that's good. It's getting warm, sorry. 23 in the cockpit. Alright. Right, so yeah, we pretty much have everything all set here. And for the flight, this is the route, and then we'll be doing the Relax 2 Alpha into Zurich. So a bit of an event on today. I think it's Zurich to Genova or Genova to Zurich. Oh, I think it's just Switzerland online, and they're using these two airports. So we're gonna be going on into that later, so that's gonna be good. Okay, so I'm just plugging in the arrival, which is ILS 14, and it's gonna be the Relax 2. Okay, so Relax, there you go, Relax 2 Alpha. There you go, and that's it's very relaxed. So for now, we're just gonna leave it as that, and then when we get into the flight, we're gonna adjust to suit. Okay, so the performance page, we're not gonna uplink anything as of yet. So we're gonna look at the weight and balance. We're set to what it is right now. We're into the takeoff, and we're gonna reset that. As you see, the wind, everything is all populated here. The takeoff weight, CG, flex, and we're gonna put air conditioning will be on, and that's pretty much the anti-ice. I think for this, where it's below 10 degrees, so we have to remember to put that. So put that on here. Press compute. So we see flaps 1, flex 73, and we have the speeds here up 0.1. So before we go here, go back to init page. We're gonna go to the wind now since we have the winds. Okay, so that's all set, and we're gonna go to the next page, make sure everything is all set. 58.6, just confirming. It says 58.6, but 58.6. Okay, so let me just double check that just to make sure, because I know we have more passengers, more fuel. So the zero fuel weight 58.6, but we have, like I say, more fuel, but that's supposed to be 58.6. Anyhow, it says at 63.3. Okay, so we have to get that fixed as well too. Okay. Anyhow, so let's go to takeoff uplink. Let's see here. Right, takeoff uplink. I can remember. To request, we're gonna put data takeoff data request. But first of all, you have to put in all of this first. So we're gonna go to the, which is 167.19. Or if anything, we can just, what we could do is we'll just use the performance which is already here, and just put compute, just put it in. So it's already 73F, 7.3, flex 7.3, flaps 1 slash up 0.1. Where is it? 1 slash up 0.1. Oh, I'm an half geek, mate. Yeah, I'm half geek. Yeah, pretty much enthusiast, but I do all things flight sim really. At the moment, I'm actually training to be air traffic controller with Pairco, which is in the Caribbean. If you are from the Caribbean, I've been doing some sessions already. So yeah, I'm on training for that before I do my test and for the ground controller. Just for if you heard or if you didn't, I'll just write it. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I'm gonna put that flaps 1 slash 0.9. Okay. So we're gonna leave the first settings since it's a bit of daytime still. So. Right, the speeds of 114, F2, 1 VR, 152, and then 154. Okay. Yeah, it's so yeah, we're just gonna get this flight up and running to test the AutoOrtho before into the evening on this Vatsim partial flight partial event. I know there's an event going down from Zurich, so we're gonna be heading into that. I have the overlays and everything running. Everything is all up and running. So we're just gonna close this at the moment. There you go. Okay, so everything is all set. We have our takeoff speeds and everything all set, so we can pretty much get ready to depart. We're not gonna be doing proper operations in terms of like the departure, but if you want to see the departure again, like I said, it's a bit laggy, but you can go here into files, go into the airport and EHAM, press Shipple, and you press this button on the side, and then you'll get everything pretty much right here. So for the airport at the moment, I'm at stand Bravo 36, so I can look for where Bravo is. Okay, so I'm just gonna look for where Bravo 36 is. Is Bravo 36? I'm seeing 35, and this seems like 36. So Bravo 36 is correct. That's Bravo 36, which is by the freights, which is by apron, the Alpha apron. Okay, so I'm taking runway 18 for departure, so I'm just gonna look for where runway 18 is. Alright, here is runway 18. Is that runway 18 left? Or going, this is going into runway 18. Okay, so what I could do is I'll just come here and then look for the aerodrome, and then I'll see where the departure runway is. So at the moment we're about here. I think you all can see that, right? Alright, we're about here. So we're going for runway 18 today. The question is, which one am I doing? Was it 18 left? So that's 18 left. No, that's 36. That's 36 left here. and one at left should be, is this one at left? Alright, so here's one at left. We're taking for departure today. So we're gonna swing, basically we're gonna swing out and then go on alpha and then go all the way up here. So push back to the right, to the left, and then taxi out and go on to, and then it seems like we're gonna cross here onto November 2 cross and then take either a full length takeoff, or we can just go on Echo 5, since the runway is a pretty long runway. It's at 3,400 meters, so I think we should be able to still get, I'll put the intersection of, let's say, 200 meters. Alright, so it didn't change really anything, so by basically taking out 200 meters from the entire runway, from the runway, it still seems to be the same, so we'll go with that. Okay. Alright, so this stream we've already been half an hour, so let's try to get out of here. I know that they, in the Xplane 12.1.0, they're trying to fix this this random rain and stuff like that happening. So I'm gonna do pushback, and I'm actually gonna do it right away as well.
Cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Okay, so we're gonna go right here.
Ground to cockpit. TOW is driving up.
Okay. Alright, so here is the tug coming, and we have to move the chocks. Okay, so the chocks is released. All the doors is closed and armed, which we see here. Okay, so I'm gonna take out the music now, if that's okay. I'll just put it a little low for you guys. Actually, since it's getting serious right now, so I'm just gonna put the music off right now. Okay, so at the moment, still nothing at the moment. London is online, Scottish is online. Yeah, that's London, and but we don't have any other
Okay, all doors
controllers.
and hatches are closed.
I have a
Ready to
program. If you go onto my channel, you'll see there's a program called Easy CPDLC, which you can also use that as an alternative if you want. It's a standalone, but just check out my YouTube channel. You'll see Easy CPDLC, which I was able to get up and running. There's no plugin. It's basically just launch the program and set it up, and then you be able to use the CPDLC. But with this TOLISS, obviously we know TOLISS already has CPDLC function PDC, so we don't really need to do any of this external software. I will have to get the ATIS at one point.
Release parking brake.
I will have to get the ATIS at one point. Okay, so we're gonna release the parking brakes, which is released right here.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, so it tells us so we can start engines. So we're gonna do just that. So we're gonna turn to engine 2, and we're going to start engine 2. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to AutoOrtho. Yeah, really looking forward to AutoOrtho. I really like the software. Like I said, you can find everything available on my channel. Yeah, it's a bit laggy, the stream and everything. Like I said, it's basically testing everything, testing the AutoOrtho, which is loading everything right now in the background. I have this Airsoft Amsterdam, as well as overlays. I'm using the OBS as well. So a bit of everything is happening right now. Okay, so engine 1 is starting up. Alright, so VR1, VR2. Engine 1, engine 2 is this is a Pratt and Whitney, so you know it's a gearbox type of engine. And it also is like it has a timer to start, and then afterwards the fuel injection goes into it. So there's like a little startup delay. So at the moment it seems like it's been stable, so we're gonna start engine number 1. Right, as you see, cooling period fire is 3, 2, 1, and then N2 is rising. Okay, maybe we should put the beacon on, but like I said, we just gonna get out of here and then afterwards get ourselves in the air, see how the AutoOrtho is, test flight everything. Yeah, we're just gonna test flight everything, and then let's see how that gets. So if you have any questions, please put it in the chat, and then hi, hey. Yeah, so everything is working so far. Everything is good.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay, so the parking brakes, gonna put the parking brakes. So for you guys
Disconnecting to standby.
guys here watching this stream, so we basically just testing everything. Like I said, for those who haven't heard, yeah, we're just testing everything pretty much. So it's not gonna be a flight of all checklists and everything, but I got the AutoOrtho running. I had a snippet of it in my Discord, so you can check the link in my Discord to see how the community been reacting to everything at the moment. It's been very difficult for people to get this program running, this AutoOrtho, to be able to stream, to see more photo scenery, and I really like this program because it actually saves so much more storage space than when I had to buy the offers and stuff like that, or even get either I think it's called the X Pilot or something, so sceneries. It was just too big. For example, if you have to get the maybe I'll take out the APU. Yeah, if you have to get the global, I think it's called the global,
We'll see you next time, and
the global Earth or Terra Earth or something like that they call it, which basically covers like our whole entire like California, or like it's like 70 something gigs. And I think what I'll have to do is probably upgrade my CPU. Okay, so input flaps 1 and all of that on the TCAS. So we're gonna get the weather. It's raining at the moment. Right, so yeah, I'll have to probably change my fuel, my RAM, sorry, and change my storage as well, so that we can I can be able to have all of this space and run things. Probably do some videos on comparing how all of it is and stuff like that. But at the moment,
traffic departing 18 left, KLM 650.
So somebody's taking off on it left. Okay, so at the moment still there's no controller, so I can pretty much do what I want now. So like I said, we're just gonna taxi down and then on Alpha, and then head to the runway. The stream's been going on for a while, so let me try to get everything moving. So flaps 1 is already set. Okay, that we're gonna put the speed brakes on the level on normal.
on the ILS center.
Okay, so we're gonna release the parking brakes, and then we're going to increase thrust. So I have a couple of views for you guys. Like I said, it's a little bit laggy because I have about 5 softwares running in the background, and as well as I have this Visual XP as well. It's about what, 40 minutes since the stream been going. Okay, so yeah, I know you guys probably cannot wait to see what the AutoOrtho is. I know from my testing and everything it looked okay. So okay,
10 miles to go. Speed limit for entry here.
Okay, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it as well, the AutoOrtho. Okay, so we're just gonna get a little bit of rip frames because of the oh, there we go. Yeah, so I do apologize for all of this, but like I said, I'm just testing everything, and at the moment it seems, I mean, I had some crash to desktops. I had a lot of crash to desktop, and it seems like Xplane is, I mean, and I know that they've been trying everything to see if they can get this program, everything to run properly. It's very difficult, I would say. Okay, so let me see. They have, as you can see, the particle effects. I think you can see that. Let me see if I can get my keyboard. Let me put the capture, if I can get the capture screen. Let me see. Okay, so it has a cursor capture. Okay, so it has a cursor capture, but at the moment everything seems to be, I guess because I'm running everything, it's not able to get a cursor today. Okay, so I'm in properties. It does have capture cursor, so okay, it's a slight little issue at the moment. But yeah, we're getting down into Zurich. Yeah, we're getting down into Zurich. So as you can see, these effects here, I think they're trying to get this in Xplane at 12.1.0. They're gonna have more effects more in the front of, you know, like when you're going in the rain and stuff, you know, then you see the engine have white, pretty white and stuff like that. Or you get a lot of fogmentation and stuff like that on the aircraft, behind the aircraft as well, the acceleration, thrust and stuff like that. So that's what they're looking to do, that as well as the bloom. As I realize in Xplane 12 there isn't much of a massive bloom effect and stuff, so they're trying to get that fixed as well. You can go on my channel and you'll get a video on that. So let me just hold up a little bit here. Here we go. Alright. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure, let me contact everybody, and then press takeoff just to make sure everything is okay. Okay, so that's okay. Like I said, we're doing runway 18 left for departure, so we're pretty much, let me see, we're at S7. Okay, just I think we have to either taxi down on Yeah, I wasn't supposed to pass it. I was supposed to go all the way. All the way. I was supposed to cross the runway and then go up, but then yeah, that's okay. So I'll just turn. Yeah, that's why I will say runway 24. Okay, so I am from I'm from St. Lucia. Sorry, yeah, just trying to sort everything out. I'm from St. Lucia. For those who's asking. I think I have my shirt on actually. Here's my flag. This is 758 St. Lucia. Yeah, that's in the Caribbean. If you are from the Caribbean, yeah, that's located between Martinique and St. Vincent. Yeah, so I'm just going down and then we'll take off after. Okay. Uh. Okay, so far everything's okay except the whole lagging situation with everything. Yeah, but so far everything. When I look back on the programs I have here in the background, I'm looking at it. The CPU is still at 64, still at 64 degrees. But my GPU at the moment is at 4, yeah, at 4.1 VRAM. So it's taking up pretty much a toll here. I can see a lot of spikes and stuff in the background. Yeah, I have a 6 gig GPU, so probably I have to upgrade this GPU. I'm using the RTX 4050, but it's slightly lower powered. TDP, I think of a TDP 9095. I know there are some with about 120, but that one is just a little bit lower powered. But I'm able to get a lot of like almost high range settings. But yeah, it's not too bad. So far everything's okay. Yeah, everything's okay so far. Okay, so yeah, I cannot wait. What's 47 minutes since 47 minutes since preparing for this. Okay, so we're gonna turn right here. Okay. Alright, so I definitely need to get this airport out sorted out. Alright, as you see, one left. So I'm just gonna let them know that I'm getting ready. Traffic is holding short runway 18 left, Amsterdam traffic.
On runway 18
Okay.
left.
Alright, so we have that. We're gonna put the engines for takeoff. Okay. Let me see. Who's this? Okay, so we're ready. So don't mind all this lagging. Once we get in the air, we'll see how the AutoOrtho operates, how it looks and everything. So I'm taking off shortly. I'm just doing the final checks, make sure everything's okay here. Alright, so yeah, so we can go now. Okay, so yeah, I get the chrono out and thrust and flex temp SRS running. Taking off runway 18 left Amsterdam traffic. Okay. Yeah, so it's a bit laggy, but I have to get everything sorted out, like I said. With this airport, for some reason, I don't know why, but it's always, in my previous test, it always seems like it's lagging here in Amsterdam. So we're at 100 knots, 120, and V1, which rotate. Okay, so ooh, here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. 140, 180. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Alright, so there we go. Alright, as long as we get up and we can see how the AutoOrtho is, then I think we should, once we get in the air, we should. So at the moment, you can see things getting a little better, the FPS getting a little better. I can check on the frame counter though. So you see not too well. Alright, so we're gonna get the autopilot on, just so that we can look around a little bit.
Griffin 890 Sierra will depart.
So here you can see some AutoOrtho right here around the airport. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, so flaps, we're gonna put flaps in, and thrust level, which we're gonna put to climb thrust. But yeah, yeah, I know Xplane have quite a bit of things that they said that they want to get fixed. So this is Bing Maps. Okay, so I guess when we get out of this section, then we'll be able to see. Okay, so here's the condensation, but it's more about the orthos and seeing how the ortho are, how it is. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so what do you guys think about this? You like it so far? Alright. Oh, so it seems like my Vatsim just end up getting off for a second there. Alright, so the nose light off, rear transition, which you're gonna put standard. Yeah, so I'm just watching the orthos and seeing how it is. Really. But at the moment, everything seems a little bit okay. Ooh. Yeah, we're getting quite a little bit of beating at the moment. Ground spoilers on, which we're gonna disarm that. We just changed that since we're for our traffic. So just put a random number. Alright, so you can see here in the green patches here, you can see that we have some a lot of green here, so yeah, we're going for some just a little bit. But yeah, I'm just testing to make sure everything works. So far no like crashes or anything. Not crashes, but we did have FPS lag. Yeah, so you guys can let me know what you think about the AutoOrtho and stuff. I mean, if you want, like I said, you can go on to my channel and see. I have some videos that I put up on the AutoOrtho, how I got it set up and everything. So there we go. So here we go, more for you guys to see. I think we're passing 10,000 feet. Oh, yeah, I think there's a little bit of weather here, but I think on route it's pretty clear. So we're just gonna wait till we get to that point. Yeah, I know that they talk in the Xplane 12.1.0 that they're gonna try to fix this random rainy effect in the weather. So yeah, you can, like I said, you can go to my channel, and I released a video, I think it was about 4 days ago, about the AutoOrtho, so you can have a look at that and see and let me know what you guys think. Okay, so here we see now. Ooh, yeah, not a bad flight, but ooh. Okay, so the AutoOrtho, and like I say, I'm using this Visual XP right here, this program, this software here, which I find is very nice because it gives you different atmospherics, clouds, water, scenery, and weather as well. This is the latest version in the Visual XP. I mean, you can see here, look how the different colors here, from the gray to slight more rain effect and the separation. So you can see a bit of a realism in terms of the weather as well. But the rain effect it is a bit of a problem. But yeah, as you can see here, you can see it's more dampened here than over here. Is pretty light. Yeah, so that's something to look at. Kim? Wait, I'm talking. Hey, I'm talking there, so I don't understand. Yeah, you can if you have any questions, you can ask. You can say here in the chat, and then I would I'd answer most of the questions if you have any question. Okay, so all right. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the seatbelt signs on still. The flight is, like I said, about an hour and 8 minutes, so we're just climbing out. I'm gonna leave it in time. All right. So yes, guys, when we get a little bit more towards later in the flight, when we get more visuals, then we can talk a little bit more. All right, so just get some music for you guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping that I didn't choose the wrong date for this test. But yeah, at the moment a bit of clouds, but we saw earlier a lot of good snippets of the weather of the AutoOrtho. Didn't look too bad, but at the moment a bit of clouds. I do notice that with the Visual XP, which is this software that I have for the weather, it does change the weather ever so often. You saw the transition there? It does change it. I mean, I'll have to check to see if there's an update to it, because I know this version was the latest, or probably is. This is a version 1.1.8, if I can remember. Right, 1.1.8 right here. But yeah, I realize that it does change the weather here and ever so often, but there you go, changing the live weather here again. I'm using NOAA though, and this is to apply the distance the time and distance. So if you want a time of 2 minutes, then you can put it to 1 into updates in like 3 minutes, or then with 5 miles it takes 6 minutes or 7, and to periodically change that. Change the turbulence, because I don't think turbulence is that strong in real life. But we're climbing out here. Yeah, not too bad. Climbing out of 270. So I think because we're out, we can take out the anti-ice now, since we're out of the clouds. I think normally in the real world, I think you press this and then afterwards. But I say we're not doing real world ops right now. We're just gonna see how the AutoOrtho is. But earlier there was a lot of you saw AutoOrtho. If you went back in the stream, you'll see a good bit of yeah, you see a good bit of it. Okay. Okay, it's good to see that okay, so good to see that some of the clouds is coming out. Like I said, I have to get everything all fixed and set and running, because I realized that the Visual XP, yeah, it does seems a little bit buggy. These days I see some random changes or abrupt changes. I think this is to do with I know the airports are very close, so they tend to change. But here is the AutoOrtho. So as you can see, this is not default, this is AutoOrtho right here. So for you guys, this is the AutoOrtho looking pretty nice in the background, and yeah, looking pretty nice. Probably take a screenshot of this as well, just so that I can see it later. Okay, so I'm just seeing how it looks. So this is how it looks from the sky, guys. Okay, so I'm just taking another screenshot of it. Definitely is not default. I guess when we get in a little bit closer towards Zurich, probably they might have less clouds around. But somebody said the other day that they found that the Bing like the quality of the streaming wasn't all that good. Like it was a bit wasn't all that. Okay. All right. Let me see. Yeah, I see we having a lot of changes, so I probably have to look up and see what is the fix for that. All right. Let me see. Okay. Alright, so I think we can just release the passengers. No. Nothing really. Keep everybody on. Center controls, no really. Center, Vienna, but everybody's online, so everything's okay. Only one, so much. Um, uh, Alright, so we're approaching 350. Okay, so it seems like we're getting a bit more of the AutoOrtho. I mean the clouds isn't great, so I know I need to check this out. But Xplane clouds hasn't been all that great anyway. So yeah, this is the AutoOrtho, which is looking absolutely brilliant. I'm not gonna lie, I really love this. I really like to see how it looks. And this is Europe. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It does look but one thing I noticed is that in the past or on some of the tests that I did before running this program, there was some cloud popping. Okay, so let me just get the music out. Okay, so there was some cloud popping and stuff like that before. Alright. But probably because there's so much clouds, you can't see any cloud popping. But look at the quality of the clouds. Look at the quality of the textures. And this most likely, it's on, in my program I have it on the type override. I didn't have it on override, I leave it, so I guess it's setting up the one that it's most likely to be. And I think it's Bing, more often than not it uses Bing as a provider. Since Bing tends to be a little bit more easier to get the photos. Okay, so we're gonna go back to, yeah, just to get the sounds out. So alright, so I'm just gonna look at the performance to see when it's top of this end, which is 157, so we have some time. Alright, so far I just testing everything, making sure that everything is running okay. So it went down to 3.7 for the VRAM. Still at 65 for the temperature, so that's good. Not too bad. Yeah, so it's not too bad. The memory and everything seems okay. Let me see how much FPS I'm running at now. I'm running at 33 FPS now. 33, 34. I think you guys can see that. Yeah, so it's 33, 34 FPS. So when it's in the air, everything's okay, but I can see a lot of like weather popping and all these things, which I need to get that fixed. Uh, mm. Uh, Let's see. Mm. Okay, so right. Yeah, so I definitely need to get that thing sorted out, the Visual XP. Because at the moment it seems like the AutoOrtho is holding up pretty fine. And yeah, it's holding up pretty fine, so everything's running pretty nicely. I'm looking at the logs here and I'm not seeing anything looking too wrong, but everything seems to be running fine. But we have a bit of the issue with the with the Visual XP. So we have to have a look at that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so yeah, clearly you can see that there is an issue with the visual of the clouds. So I have to get that fixed for sure. Okay, so I'll come back. Right. Okay, so I'm just gonna check out something here because I think we changed something. Okay, I think it's called sim rate. I think because something seems different now. So just give me a second here. Okay. Alright, so it seems like everything is back online. Everything is back running. Not normal. Okay. For a second there, it seemed like things wasn't running too properly. So if we want, we can check the map, view and see. Alright. Where are we at? Okay, so we're pretty much in the water right now. In an old mangrove or whatever it is. Okay. Okay, so we're pretty much just gonna get ready for the arrival. Well, actually, we already set the arrival, so we're just gonna get. Alright. Alright, guys, so I am back. I'm back, alright? So I'm just going to set up the arrival. So I'm gonna go into Visual XP and look for a weather search for the arrival airport LSZH, which is Zurich. And we see that the weather is 6 degrees. So you're gonna put performance. So you're gonna go to temperature. The temperature is 6 degrees. And QNH is 1007. And the wind at the moment is 110/10 knots. Transition level stills, and we can keep the we leave the barrel for now and everything. So we have V speed of 134. So that's all set. So now in terms of the approach, it's going to be, like I said, I think it was the relax. So I guess on the approach we'll see how the offload is around Zurich itself. Alright, so we're gonna reset that to make sure that is okay. For Zurich, the temperature is actually 6 degrees. QNH 10. Like we just put a Visual XP 1007. 1007. Okay, so V approach 134. All brake slow, and we put compute, and we can see that we pretty alright. Okay. So I'm just gonna go to. Okay, so let me get this. Alright, guys. So I'm gonna go to the Avitav. We're gonna take out Amsterdam because we're no longer in Amsterdam. We're going to Zurich. And let's see what Zurich has. For the approach, which is ILS runway 14. But let me just verify. Zurich. I mean, there is Vienna, which is online. Vienna Center is online. Okay, but alright, everything is already online. It's already up and running. But we don't have Zurich. So at the moment, like I said, we're gonna go to the approach and get ILS 14 because we have to come into land pretty soon. And it's 134 degrees, 4,000, and the distance, so that is about 8.2 from the IKL. Alright. Okay. So what we're going to do, firstly we're just gonna get the minimums. So it's a cut. I think it's a cut Charlie aircraft. I mean, so if it's cut 1, it's just gonna be 200, which is 1602. So we put the decision height. Put the decision height to 16602 because it seems like we might be getting manual. 1602. Just get the manual arrival. Raw ILS instead of actual ILS. Yeah, quite a lot of clouds today. And look at the performance. You have 25 nautical miles to go. Rate speed, we're taking low brakes at the moment. Nothing much at the moment. Okay, so that's my Discord in the background making that sound. Okay, so guys, let me see. Yeah. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so basically the arrival, which you know is the reader. I think not the reader, sorry. Well, we can press here, go back to charts, and then go back to, and we'll see the arrival from page 2 is the relax 2 alpha. So we can go back, files, go back to airport, sorry, relax 2 alpha. So we're gonna go back into the approach, not the approach, sorry, the arrival. It says it have the Amiki. which is the Relax 2 Alpha, which is from Relax. Alright, so it says steps deleted. Okay, so we're gonna put a direct to Relax just so that we can get things sorted out. And we see that the distance to go is 7. Matter of fact, I think Relax supposed to be at a lower altitude, so I think we're supposed to actually be descending already. Alright, so yeah, we're supposed to already be descending. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to put this down all the way down to about let's go 10,000. We'll put it on manage. Alright, because I think Relax is supposed to be, let me see what the altitude constraint is for. There isn't any constraint. It's just descend. It says a Mickey. The Mickey holding is 7,000 to flight level 240. But the Mickey is above 7,000. So as long as we're above 7,000 for the Mickey, which it has a star, so we have the altitude constraint. So that's what the constraint is. So a Mickey. Okay. So you can see we're on profile, descending. I'll put a bit of first speed brakes. Yeah, and I guess on arrival we'll get a little bit more again of the AutoOrtho. As the weather is pretty fine, I think, in Zurich. Yeah, just few clouds, 6 degrees. So we should be able to see how Zurich is as well. We're descending on profile, so that's good. At the moment, no ATC yet still. No ATC just as yet. But the event is at 3 o'clock anyway, so yeah, we're not gonna be, most likely wouldn't be getting there for that event. But I noticed the aircraft is a little bit more stable. Mm. Mm. Okay, so what's it saying? It says speed brake still out. I guess it want me to put the speed brakes in so that I can descend. Okay, alright, so we keep the speed brake out. All the way back in. Let me see again. 49 now. So it seems like once you're in the air and everything, then the FPS, but that airport, Amsterdam, seemed like it was really bad. I know they're trying to get this fixed, the bloom effect, to work properly. Okay. Yes, guys. Hmm. Something is not right. So something seems a little bit wrong. Where are we? I don't know where we are. Where are we? Yeah, something doesn't seem too right. Because why is there no... So something's a little bit off. Yeah, something doesn't seem too right. Now I wonder if it's because whether I had the scenery for... I have the AutoOrtho for AutoOrtho, the overlays on. I don't know if it's because I have Zurich Airport, the airport orthos. So probably I have to remove that. Yeah, probably I have to move that. So I don't have, at the moment I'm not seeing any. So something is definitely wrong. Yeah, something is definitely wrong. Okay, I put the turn on it. It doesn't seem to be showing anything. So we're going down to 4,000. Manage. Okay. So something is a little bit wrong. Like I said, we're testing everything just to find out what's happening. Okay, so terrain is on. It's showing terrain here, but I'm not seeing. That's my Discord in the background. So let me see if I can put down the volume for that. There you go. Alright. Yeah, this is alright, but something else is not alright. I'm not seeing. So it's like one time there was terrain and stuff, but then so I'm not sure what. I'm checking in the files. Like I said, all of this is testing everything to make sure. Now what I would do is for the visual XP, I think I would extend that length of time till it sweeps and put it to 10 so that it can update in 15 minutes. Okay, but at the moment I'm not seeing anything at the moment, so I believe that there is a problem here at the moment. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a flyover to direct to the airport and see how that works, because I'm not sure why there isn't at the moment. Okay, it just seems like it just left, so I'm not sure if it's because of the terrain. I have to figure it out. Yeah, but I'm not seeing the terrain and stuff. So I think something is affecting my files. So when I look back on my X organizer, I'm seeing I have the overlays. Everything was okay because if you go back in the stream, you'll see all the layout, everything. But all of a sudden, I suspect it's because into Zurich now, I have the airport photos for Zurich on, so I don't know if that created a bit of a problem or mix up in the files. So let me just verify this. I'm going direct to the airport just to see what's happening. So if I fly over, then I can see if there is an airport in the first place anyway. So there's somebody here. Seems like he's at probably 3,000 feet. No, or is that the airport itself? Yeah, that's the airport. So you can see that the airport didn't load. So you guys, yeah, we'll have to come back because as you can see here, the Zurich is not there at the moment. Okay, so I'll come back for you guys shortly. So at Zurich Tower and Perong is online as well. Okay, so guys, anyways, this was just a test to see, but to see how the AutoOrtho, but it was there earlier in the stream, but for some reason the files, I don't know if the files changed, so I'm gonna double check now to see why I'm not seeing any of the not seeing any of the scenery right now. The file was always pegged, so it's supposed to have stayed, which it hasn't changed or anything here. I'm seeing the same files here, so nothing's changed because I locked in it. I got it locked in, but for some reason the scenery is not here. So I suspect it's because I have the thing on, the airport on. That's why it's probably doing that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to basically just end the stream here for you guys, so that you could go back and see what hi Kim, nice to see you back. Yeah, for some reason, Kim, the stream is, the airport wasn't it's not loading the scenery, so I'm not too sure why, but as you can see, we're in Zurich and it's all water and stuff. So I suspect it's because of the file that I have for Zurich, probably causing an issue with the whole AutoOrtho. And I have the logs running from this software, and it's showing that it's running, but I'm not seeing anything. So I guess it's because of the airport offers with the AutoOrtho, so it probably causing a bit of an issue right now. So you can't land? Yeah, at the moment I can't land because there is no airport. There's no airport, so there's none of the at the moment there's no actual scenery here. As you can see, no scenery, nothing at all here. But in the real world, right around here, which I can use the map, you can see this is around Zurich area, but there is no scenery, so something is definitely wrong here. Yeah, so I guess I'll have to end the stream here, guys, and then I'll come back at Zurich, which we're gonna do another leg from Zurich. I think I might do the return, but we'll see what happened there. Okay, land in the water then. Yeah, I don't think I'm really up for that right now. This test was really just to see how the AutoOrtho gets on. Yeah, so definitely I would say like check these things out first before, because you see right here, look, it showed that a while ago, the green which showed the terrain. So as you can see, the issues that people talk about with the AutoOrtho, there is some compatibility issues and all sorts of stuff like that, codings and so yeah guys, so that's pretty much the end. So I'm gonna probably head out with my friend right now to do another flight, which we're going to do either from we're doing San Francisco to Seattle. I'm gonna tell him I'm coming so that we can test on that side. So I'm gonna do probably another live stream just shortly so that you guys can see that stream. Well, probably within the hour, and that time it will be more live. But let me ask him what he's doing right now, so that you guys can see another stream on the other side of which is on the American side, so that you guys can basically see how it is on the American side. So you asked me if I'm coming in the Discord. Are you flying right now? Let me see. What are you saying? Yeah, so I'm not gonna land in the water. But if you go back to this stream, if you go back to on this stream earlier, then you would see that you would see that alright, so guys, yeah, so that's gonna be the end of the stream, since at the moment it's not really working right now. Yes, I wanted to do the Vatsim, but I realized that the problem is basically the connection between the AutoOrtho and the photo file of Zurich, which I did have on. So I think that probably messed up the entire thing and then basically took out this serial number. But if you go back on this stream earlier, you would see coming out of Amsterdam, there was scenery there, and you can see it all over. So guys, thank you so much for this. So we'll see you in the stream hopefully on the next leg, which I'm gonna do with my friend. Tell him I'm gonna be in about an hour. Actually, we probably get there in about 10 minutes. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so guys, I'll see you on the next stream shortly. Okay, guys? Alright, bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.